At 20, I became known for two things. First, I weighed over 200 pounds, yet I still ended up dating Christian Fairmont, the coldest and most unattainable man in our circle. Second, I turned down Christian's proposal, changed my name, left the country, and became the one woman no one dared mention around him. The forbidden, unattainable love he could never let go. For the next 5 years, Christian shut himself away in a church and refused to see anyone. Just when everyone thought he was about to become a priest, he suddenly announced his engagement. He made such a spectacle of it that even I heard about it all the way in Goldridge. That alone showed how much he valued his bride tobe. I booked the first flight home that same night. Everyone who saw me reacted the same way. First, they stared at how completely I had changed, how much weight I had lost, how I looked like a different person. Then they sighed. Juliana, you came back too late. Even Christian looked at me with cold, distant eyes. When you walked away and left me behind, did you ever think that 5 years later, you'd regret it? Regret? I shook my head. I don't regret it. I was already married and had a child. I did not return to Imperius for Christian Fairmont. When newspapers in Goldridge began flooding the headlines with news of his engagement, my father called. We finally got a lead on your mother's belongings. That was why I booked a flight that same night. By the time I landed in Sathoris, rain was pouring down. I dragged my suitcase toward the underground parking garage and quickly located the car my father had arranged, matching the license plate he had given me. The moment I opened the door, my breathing halted. Christian sat in the back seat. He wore a perfectly tailored suit, and 5 years had done nothing to soften his distant, untouchable air. He looked exactly as I remembered, cold, restrained, and untouchable. I thought I had the wrong car and began to close the door, but he spoke first. Wrong car? No. I came to pick up Jessie for Mr. Winslow. I just happened to be picking you up as well. The name caught me off guard. Jessica Winslow was my father's affair child, only 6 months younger than me. I stared at Christian's profile. A moment later, the truth settled into place. His fiancée and Jessica were the same person. He noticed my reaction and lifted a brow. My engagement was announced and you rushed back almost immediately. You obviously care a great deal, yet you pretend not to know who I'm marrying. Juliana Winslow, do you ever get tired of acting? The mockery in his voice was unmistakable. I took the front passenger seat. My hand paused on the seatbelt. I came back to deal with something personal, not because of you. He let out a quiet scoff, as if I had told him a joke. If you're going to make excuses, at least make them convincing. It's true. And while I was abroad, I never finished. Before I could say that I had gotten married and had a child, a woman's voice called from nearby. Chris, come help me with my suitcase. I can't push it. Christian stepped out. In the rearview mirror, I watched him take Jessica's suitcase, then pull her into his arms with easy familiarity. She said something in a spoiled, sugary tone. Her gaze drifted toward the car, met mine in the mirror, then slid away at once. They got back in. Jessica gave Christian an exaggerated kiss, then turned to me as though she had only just noticed me. Julie, Dad said you might be coming back soon. I didn't believe him. I can't believe it's really you. She looked me up and down. You've lost so much weight. I almost didn't recognize you. Were things that hard for you overseas? Since you're back this time, maybe you should stay. Chris and I are getting married soon. You can come to the wedding. Her voice trailed off. Then the color drained from her face. Julie, you didn't come back to steal the groom, did you? I almost laughed in disbelief. I had just opened my mouth when Christian spoke first. Don't worry. I won't let anyone disrupt our wedding. He reached over and ruffled her hair with surprising gentleness. Jessica still looked uneasy, but everyone says she was your unattainable love. Now that she's back, am I supposed to step aside? There was never any unattainable love. That was all made up. Stop overthinking it. You're the only one in my heart.